Welcome back to Turd Island here, part 2 of finishing this lower rear control arm bracket. Next day, a little bit tired today, but we'll get through it. So what I got here, if you take a look, I already cut this bracket piece that we're basically thickening this up so it stops getting bent over. I already kind of cut it, notched it around. Overall, it's pretty much where it needs to be. Once I tack it in, I'm going to have to cut this angle off here. Here, help if you could see, to match this over here. But I don't want to do that until this is tacked on. So pretty much we're just going to do some tacking, some cutting, some looking at it, and go from there. Get this thing wrapped up. I have the bolt in here just to kind of help locate this plate. It's probably going to move around a little bit. Well, now that we got this tacked up, bolt holes are lined up as they should be. Honestly, I think we're just going to run a bunch of beads and just kind of get this all welded in. I think it's pretty good right where it's at, so we'll just get to welding now. When I get to over here, I'm going to stop right here, cut this at an angle to where it follows this, weld that in. I actually have to replace some of the metal up in here because I had to cut it off when I was on the trail because it was hitting a link, so I cut it off. It's a little short, but we'll have to do a little bit of build up on that. Not too bad. Well, I got that all cleaned off. Not the prettiest welds, especially in here where it didn't clean the galvanized shit better. Got this ran in, and then again, it's not going to be pretty with this kind of treated steel. So anyways, I clipped this corner off, and you can kind of see closely matches that. Now obviously this doesn't, but we're going to buff that with a grinder to get that more or less the same profile. Now what I'm going to do, clean this off a little bit more, run a couple more passes to build this plate up to about this height, because I'm going to hard surface right over this edge. So let's run some passes now and get that wrapped up. Just to give you an idea, you can see here we're building up this edge. 7018 would work a lot better for that, but we got a couple, maybe another one pass there. Get that a little bit flusher, and then we're going to grind it smooth and then put hard face over it. Alrighty, got our next pass on there. We're pretty close. I'm going to run, I think, one more pass just on this edge, single line, just to bring that out a little bit more so it's square. And then we'll be ready to dress this up and then put some hard face. Alrighty, well, get this out of the way. cleaned it all up. As you can see, nice and thick, not going to be getting bent over or beat up on rocks anymore. Now all I have to do is run some hard face passings here to finish up this edge, and then up over to about right here, just to add a little bit extra to that. And then it's pretty much done. Just clean it up, wipe it, and then repaint it and throw it back on the Jeep. For hard facing, I'm using 532 rods, and they're meant for build up, so it's not like a single layer pass. Well, that's pretty much a wrap. Got this side done. Got this side done. Much beefier. Now if rocks hit this, it'll just kind of skate over this, not tear up this as bad as it was. Not to mention, these won't bend over. So everything looks good. Now I'm going to scrub this all up and wire brush all this, clean it up, and then give it a coat of paint and put it back on. So I know this will last a lot longer than what it did, so awesome. There you have it. Now I only have to do the other side, which won't take nearly as long as this one did, because I'm not going to film it. Well, thanks for coming along, and see you next time.